Yeah, so welcome back to a new episode of Fire and Steel. Today we have a 60-inch blade for you. It's the ESEE-6P-CP-OD.
Jesus.
Letters, letters and letters.
Yeah, these knife names are really... I mean, K-bar, Becker, Necker, BK11. Come on. That's just ridiculous, that is.
Gerber, Berger, Berger.
Yeah, it's... What now?
For a Norwegian, it's hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
So
Call it a fucking knife.
ESEE, knife. It's a knife, Kim Jong-il. Yeah. So yeah, I was researching actually these letters, and they have a lot of options. You have the S model, which is serrated. You have what else?
Without the spear tip.
CP is spear tip. S is serrated. P is for plain edge. And you got VG, Venom Green blade. That's some kind of zombie killer bullshit, probably.
Yeah, I never understood that. I know K-bar has a line like that, and ESEE has a line like that, with the zombie thing. I guess for these cheaper blades, but I mean, for this kind of stuff, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, this is what do you call it? Utility knife?
Yeah, it's a utility knife. I mean, it's a good knife.
It's not something you buy and just throw to your 14-year-old friends, in my opinion.
No, it's not. Definitely not. I mean, you can get serrated and spear tip.
I'm not sure.
Because that seems
I don't
excessive.
think. Yeah, you don't get much blade left.
No, and you definitely cannot baton if you get that.
No.
Yeah, anyway, back to the knife, really.
Rant. Yeah, and B. There's a B also, and that's black sheath instead of green.
Yeah, OD is OD green.
I think we covered it all. At least we tried. So yeah, overall length is 11.75 inches. Cutting edge is 5.75 inches. Blade width is 1.56 inches. And it weighs 11.8 ounces. Yeah, also thickness is 3/16
of an inch.
So it's a pretty thick blade for this length.
It's sturdy.
Yeah, it is. As you can see, I bought the spear tip, which is totally intentional. I got lost in the letters.
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, that is an issue as well.
Yeah.
Actually, when ordering all these letters, and some of these sites don't have the actual picture of the knife, so
it's hard to see too on the pictures.
Yeah.
As you can see, that the coating actually hides it pretty well.
Yeah. Also, we're idiots, so.
So I'm gonna admit it. I bought the wrong knife. I was going for the plain knife, but I got the spear tip, so I'm a zombie killer now.
Yeah, it's a stabber.
Yeah. So yeah, it's 1095 steel with a some kind of powder coating.
The coating is really well.
Oh yeah,
We batoned. It's been batoned with a. Yeah, well, you batoned quite a lot with it.
Yeah.
And there's no. It's a little bit wear, but it's nothing really.
Yeah,
It's
actually, I
very-
think I can wash these marks off.
Yeah, I would think so too. And
You got yeah, I gotta tell you about this logo.
yeah, the ESEE logo.
I've seen some other guys mention it also on YouTube. The logo is there because the coating is not there.
Yeah, so
So this is plain steel. This is 1095. You see right into the steel here, and I think you can see it. It's begun to corrode a little, which is pretty stupid, in my opinion.
yeah, I in my opinion, 1095 is a notorious corroder. Corrosive steel.
It's a tough steel, but
Yeah,
it will
it's-
corrode.
Yeah, it will corrode, and it
It has to be
it will
maintained.
easily corrode actually, compared to some of these super steels. But of course, it's not a super steel, so it will corrode. But yeah, it's, since several people has mentioned it, I would say it's an issue.
Yeah.
And an issue that ESEE should look at.
Yeah.
Because to start getting rust off inside the logo, it's not that easy.
No.
And you can easily scrub off more coating, and which will make the blade rust even more.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm a little hesitant about using steel wool on the logo.
yeah, it will scrape it off. And
such a fine detailed logo too.
yeah, it's a very beautiful logo.
Yeah.
It's
So it's kind of stupid that they did this, but we'll see how it goes.
the handles. Yeah, it has some jimping on top there.
Yeah.
It's pretty aggressive.
Jimping on top, I like it.
Yeah, gives a good grip.
Yeah.
Very aggressive jimping.
Nice choil, maybe a little small. I
You
would
want it
say.
to go deeper? Or higher?
Yeah, higher.
Higher, okay. A little less cutting edge.
It fits my fingers, but I don't have very large fingers. I think people with larger fingers would maybe touch the edge. I don't know.
Yeah, I got some sausage fingers, but it worked
Yeah.
fine for me. But yeah, I would agree. A little bit higher.
Yeah. Yeah, not much. Like
No.
2 millimeters.
Yeah.
1, 2. Yeah. What else? Handle. It's lined linen, Cairo, my color. Which is nice. I like it. I like this handle. It is a bit rougher than
Yeah.
top the
Yeah,
Homa.
it's coarser, a little bit
Of course,
more. Yeah, rougher. It's
because if you saw our Tahoma video, we did rant a little about the
yeah
tops,
on
handles.
the M4X Punisher. Pretty much every tops knife with they're too slippery.
Yeah.
And this one is
It's
kind
a
of in between
Yeah.
the tops and the GSO.
Yeah.
So
It is.
it's good texturized actually, and it's thinner than the tops knives too. So you get a good grip, actually a very good grip, and
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed using this knife.
And I like this curve here.
Yeah.
It really sets your knife
Mhm.
in your hand.
It's a nicely balanced knife too. So I would say it's a very good handle on this knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it's where it should be for a knife.
Full flat grind.
Yeah, drop point.
And it came very sharp out of the
Yeah,
box.
very sharp.
We did well. Actually, we did batoning first, and then we started fine
Doing
work.
finer work with it, yeah.
And it holds up very nice.
And I mean, for $125, which is around what it retails for, I think you should expect that.
Yeah.
You should
absolutely.
expect a sharp knife right out of the box. And yeah, it definitely is sharp. The spear tip is not as sharp. It's sharp, but not as sharp.
Yeah.
Try to do some small work with it, but it works fine. I mean, you're not going to really do too much work with that one anyway, so...
It's an added bonus.
Yeah. There's a pommel.
Yeah, pretty basic.
Yeah. Rounded. I like that.
Yeah.
It's not a sharp, pointy thing.
Mm.
You know, every knife doesn't have to be able to break glass and stuff like that, so...
No.
I kind of like these pommels more than those pointy.
Yeah, this is
sharp
more like
things.
a woodman's
Yeah.
pommel.
Yeah. And that's what
Nice
you
to have.
get with a full tang knife.
Yeah. So yeah, sheath, perhaps.
Yeah.
Pretty basic, I would say. It's molded plastic. Very nice. It fits like a glove. Nothing to rattle.
No.
Very little.
Yeah. You can expect that on the round.
We got some push over here. Very aggressive one actually.
I actually think maybe it rattles because they use the same sheath for the not spear tip one, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. So
Perhaps.
because it doesn't clamp enough up here.
Yeah, that could be it.
But it's not a lot of rattle. It's not irritating or anything like that. So
We got some a little piece of paracord.
Yeah, with some tightening mechanism here. I like that one.
But it's a bit short. I don't think this will fit around the thigh.
No.
But it's there, and it's green.
The belt clip.
Yeah, that's a sturdy piece. It's steel.
So it's really stuck on your belt there.
Yeah. That won't come off.
We haven't tested it, but we think you can. Well, you obviously can, but you can turn it upside down. See if you want to carry it on a battle vest or anything like that. Do a downwards pull, anything, something like that. You can do that.
And it sits like hell.
Yeah,
it won't come out. So yeah, what do you think about it, Mr. Snake? I know you got an issue with the length, as well as I do.
I have a big issue with hybrid knives, as I call them hybrids, meaning above 5 inches to up to 9 inches. In my opinion, I don't like it, simply because I'm a 2-knife guy. I carry a 10-inch, 9-inch, it doesn't really matter, but what I carry is always my GSO 10 with my GSO 4.1. Which is a 4-inch blade with a 10-inch blade, which I think is a nice combo of a small knife and a big knife. I have a chopper for the big one, which can do small work, but it's preferred as a chopper, to work heavier stuff with. And the small one for finer works, of course, and whittling, and all that kind of small stuff. In my opinion, these sizes tend to not do whittling as good or smaller work as good, and they do not chop at all.
Nope.
They never chop. They can chop, but they don't really chop good.
Nope.
They don't baton too good.
No.
You can baton,
you
but
have to keep the size down.
Yeah. So for those that like these kind of knives, I get it. And as a knife, if I look away from the size, it's great. I really liked it. It's sharp. It handles very well. You can.
It's a quality knife.
Yeah, it is. And with a Troy, you get that 5-inch length. So it's okay, but a little bit too big.
Or small.
Yeah, or small. So again, I'm not a 1-knife kind of guy, so that's just me. For those that like this kind of stuff, hell, it's recommended, in my opinion. This is,
yeah, absolutely. If you need a 6-inch blade.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful knife, though. I really like the look, even with the spear tip, which we aren't a big fan of.
Well,
as you can see in the Tahoma video as well, we aren't spear tip fans, but it's a very beautiful knife.
Yeah,
it is.
Absolutely.
It has better handles, and yeah, I like it.
And you can also get this in 4 inches, 4-inch blade,
and 5 inches,
5 inches, and what's the next? 6 and is it 9?
Yeah, I think they have a big one.
It's not called
9P,
it's called something else.
Yeah,
it has a name.
It has another name. We'll put it.
It actually has a name.
Yeah, a name, not just a bunch of random letters.
Yeah.
But ESEE makes quality.
Yeah,
they do.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt this knife is quality. And if you like a spear tip 6-inch blade, hell, go for this.
Yep.
$125 isn't expensive.
No.
For because the coating, as we said, is very good.
Yeah. Very good.
So it doesn't matter that it's a 1095. It's not going to rust, except for in the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, what would you improve if you wanted to, if you could improve something? The coating?
With the coating?
Yeah. No, with everything, really.
Well, I would not order the spear tip, first of all. But that's my own fault. I'm not giving it any minuses for that. Yeah, that's my own fault. No, I don't know. It's I don't really have any. Maybe the handle. A
little bit more ergonomic.
Yeah, it's, as you can see, it's straight like with the Homa here. It could have maybe had some more ergonomic grip on it, but it's
But
no
it's not an issue. No,
No.
it's not an issue with this knife. I think.
I don't think about it when I use this.
No, and that's an excellent point, because when you pick up a knife and you use it and you don't think about the faults, it's a good knife.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's a good knife. If you start to get irritated by small things, there's a problem with the knife. And usually, for us or me particularly, handles is important. It's important that I don't hurt my hand when I use it, because if you're out an entire day, your hand is going to get worn out, and it's important that you don't have blisters and all that kind of shit in your hand. And you're not going to get that with this.
Nope.
So as you can see, we chopped with it. Didn't chop all that good because of the balance and because of the weight. It's not a chopper. You can chop, but it's not a chopper.
It's not a chopper. I don't.
It's a hybrid. It's a good utility knife. It is.
Yeah, I would say this. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So as we said, retails $125, give or take.
And yeah, it's nice they have a lot of options too. People,
Yeah, that
people
is
like different options, so
yeah.
big plus for that.
Yeah, good point. Definitely. More options, the better. If you can get serrated and a spear tip, that would not be for me. But hell, if you like serrations and spear tip, I mean, who else would give you that? Probably just ESEE. I don't think I've ever seen a spear tip with serrations.
No.
So that's a huge plus.
Yeah.
I would rate this knife 7.5, 8 maybe? Or
Yeah. Rating the quality of it.
yeah, rating the quality, because it's a hybrid. I wouldn't rate it that, but looking away from the size, it's an 8. I think in quality,
Yeah,
it's an 8.
absolutely. It's an 8.
It is. It's a good knife. Recommend it.
Yeah. Well, that's all we had for the ESEE-6P-CP-OD.
Yeah. Beware the letters when you order one.
Absolutely.
So you get what you want.
Yeah. See you next time.